Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another YouTube video. My name is JJ. Hopefully y'all are doing fine. Tabletop Simulator. We do have Tabletop Tuesdays on our stream, and it actually is a really good experience to be able to test a whole lot of the cards that are shown in a lot of the Bushiroad weekly magazine streams, so that we can test a lot of the cards before we get them in a TCG. But a lot of the viewers were asking, or some of the viewers were asking, like, hey, how do I also obtain Tabletop Simulator? So I'm gonna show you hopefully step by step how to do so, and hopefully this will be a helpful experience for both of us. If there's like anything else that you want to know or anything that I skipped over, do not hesitate to put that in the comments below, and let's begin. So first things you're going to want to do is you're going to have the Tabletop Simulator workshop installed on your Steam account. This is going to be very important so that you're going to need to subscribe to this. I will be posting the link to this workshop in the link in the description of the video, or it could also be like a pinned comment or something on my YouTube video as well, but I think I'll post it there. This person by the name of EngorgingEcho has been doing this for a very long time now. I think for the last 3-4 years that he's been updating every single thing that has been added to Cardight Vanguard for the last, I think, couple of years now. Has been very hard and dedicated work to him, so don't forget to leave your appreciation in the comments for him, and it lets them keep on doing it. You know, it lets people know that their work is appreciated. Then if you do have this subscribed, one thing you'll need to do is, of course, start up your Tabletop Simulator. Currently, Tabletop Simulator I think goes about $20-ish, depends on your region, depends on your country, but there is always the Steam summer sales that you can get either Kingwin or any other third-party program or third-party distributor that can give you the reduced price on whatever product that you want to purchase. So you just got to check there, put it on your wish list on your Steam account, and hopefully, you know, when it goes on sale, you just pick it up. It's relatively inexpensive, and you can use it for almost any card game. Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic Gathering, if you want to play some EDH, test some decks out, it's really handy for that. And you also have Digimon, the TCG, as well. Since there's no real cohesive simulators for it yet as well, you can also play tabletop on this too, which is actually on also one of our YouTube videos playing this as well. Alright, so first things first, you have a join and you have a create. If you join an account, if you join a server, you gotta make sure it has like the game that you want to join towards, which will be notified here. So as you can see, there's Yu-Gi-Oh for beginners, there's White Schwartz, there's a whole lot of other cool games, and you can join that. And of course, some of them have a password, some of them don't. Usually, some of them do, since most people are kind of like, you know, they want to have the games from tested with their friends, or they're probably like beta tests for certain card games that are not out yet, that type of stuff. Or you can create your own server. I usually create my own when I stream. So you have single player, which you can then build decks on your own if you have enough free time to. There's also like a hot seat function I've never used yet. Or you can play on the same computer with multiple people. I guess if you're playing against other people, or you're using, you know, you're having friends over and they could probably share the seat with you, I guess. You can like switch around accounts. And you have multiplayer. I usually go for multiplayer, and I create like a server name and a server password, and then I could choose the server type that you want to do, and then you can create the server. So we'll create one. And then you have the workshop, which are all the games that you currently have installed on your workshop. And then we have Cardight Vanguard. Then we'll load the table. And as you can see, on the table here, you can use your wheel mouse button to scroll in and zoom in and zoom out on certain cards. Right now, it has been updated with all of the cards of the current format, and there we go. That's it. That's really it. Then there's this bag of like a bunch of items and stuff that you can take out. There's also some of the starter decks for the card game. For D overdressed, and you have V premium, and then you have regular premium. So the most important thing, I can show you like some short tips and tricks as to how to maybe build or construct a deck. All right. So say for example you want to build something from V premium, right? Since this is most of the cards that have been added already, so you do have the trial decks, you have the booster sets from 1 till 12, and you have the extra booster sets and collections as well. So what you want to do, say for example I want to play set 1 Kagero, right? Say we want to play set 1 Overlord. So you go over to this V booster set, then you click on search, and then there is all 12 sets that have been released over the year, one for every month. Crazy. And then you have Unite. So it's basically like one of those Russian dolls. You guys know those Russian dolls where you just kind of go bag and bag and bag and bag, and then there's like 4 clans in them. There's Royals, OTT, Kagero, and Nova Grappler. So here you go. It's a bag in a bag in a bag. It'll look like there's like 1 card in them if you search into this last one, but oftentimes you just need to pull it out by just using your left click of your mouse button on the card that you see on top, and then you just slide it over to the table like so, and then you just, as you can take a look, there is set 1 Kagero cards. Things I'm probably going to need is maybe this Berserk Dragon. I'll move that here. Oh, let's see. There's a Wife Strike Barry. There's maybe Airmo. Do I need... what else would I probably want? Maybe a Striking. You know what? Dauntless Drive is going to come out soon, so I'm probably going to want to test that out maybe sooner or later, and then maybe like 1 Waterfall. Why not splurge yourself? Why not spoil yourself a little bit and get like the SVR, and you get here the OR for Overlord, or you can say I don't want it, and you just can use your left key, your left mouse button. You can hold on to it, and then you can drop it back into the bag. You won't see it here when you drop it back into the bag, but if you close the window, it's back in here again. But it's how it's done now. Whoops. We actually put it in as a separate card rather than put it on the pile, but it doesn't really matter too much. It puts a little extra work for the persons who want to pick up cards or whatever, but it's fine. Alright, so now we have a 4 set of cards. I want to make maybe 4 copies of these cards, right? Cool. So you're gonna like left click on any empty space next to the cards. You're gonna drag all the way over the cards like so, and then you can use Control C, then Control V, Control V, and Control V again, and now you have 2 playsets. Then you have your playsets of cards. So now you can pick them up individually, pile per pile, and put them on top of each other. Or, what you can do, same thing, but now that you have all of them highlighted in this yellow square here, you can press G. That means they'll group together. There's like a bunch of like hotkeys and commands and stuff. I think those are either under options. No, it's not here. I think most of these are under options, I think. Is it under information? No. Configuration? Controls. Yes, there we go. There we go. So as you can see, there is under controls in the configuration menu. Everything is here for you. If you want to know how to group cards together, how to grab cards, how to zoom in, there's also text chat, there's hide hand. And now if you want to save objects, Oh, you know what? I have to go get lunch or something. You know what? I have to do that. What you can do is that you can save this as an object. You can go to Saved Object right here. You go to your root folder. One thing you do have to note is that if you do not have permission from somebody else's server to interact or upload their decks, you will not be able to. Because since you're on somebody else's server, you will not be able to take your objects from their server. So you need to get permission from them to upload your own decks to their table. So that's one thing you need to keep in consideration. And then you can just save it. I'll call this CAG style. Now it is saved. We head over to objects, we head over to save objects, then we go to find, it's usually saved under alphabetical order. Now we can drag it out, and as you can see, exactly identical, because we saved the object. And if you want to delete the object that you saved, you're like, I don't really like this object, so boop, you could just delete it easily. So you can see there's like I think some of the most important keys you're probably going to use is the Alt key to be able to magnify the card that you want to see. You can also hover over cards that are not yet translated. Some of them are like promos or JP promos and stuff like that. Oftentimes it's also pretty handy to have like a it's also pretty handy to have a web page open in the corner so that you can like take a look at some of the translations, or just if you can read some JP, it doesn't really matter. You can just like hover over it and it's still fine. All right. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any other comments, you have any other questions, let your boy know, and I'll try to help you as much as possible. You can join our Discord community where we oftentimes test a whole lot of these things on Tuesday, on Tabletop Tuesdays, on twitch.tv/GGMrRogers. Hopefully I see you guys there sometime soon, anytime soon really. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Be awesome, stay awesome. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. In other words,